Hey guys, welcome to the Wood Metal Workshop. I'm Kat. Starting a new little project today. Need a spreader bar. And I can make one that does just one job, but we're going to make an adjustable spreader bar. Got some materials picked out here, and let's get back to work. First thing we need to do is cut this one to length, and here's the thing, it doesn't need to be a specific length. It needs to be whatever this is minus this angle at the end. That's pretty much it. Because it's going to be adjustable, therefore I'm not stuck with a fixed length. I can use it for anything that this will reach with a couple of different hookup points. So let's get this cut and we'll start getting stuff laid out. Now the only thing we have to do here is find center. Let's get a marking instrument here. $56 3/4, so that is 28 3/8. And one little issue finding stuff around the shop, need a center pick point. Found this forged ring with a stud. Unfortunately, it's way too short to go through. So what we're going to do is we are going to drill 3/4 inch on this side for the ring. Then we're going to open up on the other side for the nut. That's as tight as I want it because I want it to be able to spin if need be to get the proper angle for lifting. So for now this is done, but we're going to weld, put a tack weld on the nut, the capture nut on the inside so it can so it doesn't come off. Next up on our agenda is putting lock bolts on. And if you can find them, these little nuts for unistrut work great for captured nuts. You usually find those wherever you can find unistrut, so get yourself a pack of them and have them around for that. Tight enough to work. There's a little bend in the shaft. Just something I had in the drawer, so, but it spins like I want it to. Those are good. Now we need a little handle on these. It's got some round bar here, 3/8 round bar. Okay, and these will slide right on the end. And you'll be able to tighten up the bolt to hold them in place. So I think the next order of business is to go ahead and make some places to attach chains or straps or whatever it is that you want to use for your lifting. And since this is going to be multi-purpose, I don't want to put a say a certain length of chain or something like that on there. I think that might just be in the way. So what we're going to use is chain. We're just going to cut the lengths. This one's a little fatter. This chain's a little stretched, old piece. So we're just going to cut the lengths off here. This is big enough to fit hooks for my lifting chains in. And you know what? I think I want it a little bit bigger. Let's see what else we can find. I'm going to do a little more searching. I'll be back. But I think I want it a little bit bigger so I can fit a shackle in there. So let me look around and see what I can find. Alright guys, what I came up with is I had some plates that used to be attached to the trailer that we rebuilt, and they got weld-on D-rings on them. So, figured that worked pretty good. And then I did cut some chain to make a couple extra loops. So, overkill? I'm not sure. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get these welded in. Hey guys, quick tip here for you. If you want to make welds that are approximately the same length as you're doing stitch welding like this, count. Each one of these is a count of 5. Figuring as long as you're moving at the same travel speed, watching your puddle, doing everything else you're supposed to do, if you count while you're doing it, they're going to be really close. I got 2 more of these. I'm going to put them on the opposite side. Alright guys, time for the last step here. We are going to go ahead and make some end plates. Don't want these ever to have the capability of sliding off, no matter what you're doing. So if the bar bends or something happens and it tips, you don't want these clamps come loose, something load change shifts, you never want these to be able to slide off the end, because that's dangerous. So I cut up a couple plates here, dyed them up with some die-chem, got my caliper set. Now, a lot of people will scream when you do this. Okay, I'm not scratching into the steel. Okay, I'm scratching into the die-chem. It's not damaging the calipers. Forgot one thing, so let's So we're going to drill some 1 1/8 inch holes on each end. Going to round the ends over so it looks nice. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to tack these two together so we can treat them as a pair. And I'm tacking them where it's going to be cut off eventually. So let's drill our holes, and then I'm going to probably retack the sides after we get the holes drilled, and so I can cut these off and smooth the edges as a pair. They don't have to be perfect, but the closer we can get, the better. If you're wondering why I chose an 1 1/8 hole, pretty easy. That's the hole saw I had over here. Alright guys, that's it except for some paint. If I paint it, I haven't decided yet. So this allows this middle part to swivel. So for light loads, you can grab it here. I wouldn't grab anything really heavy from here. You got the adjustable arms, which allow you to grab narrow loads, or as wide as it'll go. You can grab it from these two outside ones with a harness, or you can go to these end plates with a harness, or a bridle, or whatever you want to call it, to go. So, and then of course you can pick up from this point, or the end points. Gives you lots of options. I like options. So, if I paint it, I'll bring you back, show you the end product. If I don't, thanks for watching.